Welcome back to the Forensics Detailing channel. Everybody loves a bargain, and in this video I've collated the top 10 kind of like detailing bargain budget products that I also think offer quite good quality for the price. In this video we're going to run through exactly what they are. Right, in no particular order guys, are detailing bargains. First up, Koch Chemie 1900 to 1 shampoo. This is available in 500ml, 1000ml and 5 litres. Now if you want to pick up on the bargain side of this and why it's in this video, you have to buy the 5 litres of it, because the 500ml and the 1000ml, they're priced okay because it's high concentration, but they're not priced at the Forensics Detailing bargain alert price, and the 5 litre one is. So the 5 litre of the product normally costs about 28 quid, but quite periodically, if you sign up to the Koch Chemie newsletter, you know, you get an email with all their kind of offers and stuff like that, which is fine. But they also drop the prices every now and then. And they drop the price on this shampoo quite a lot, down to 21 quid for 5 litres. Now you can buy other shampoos for 21 quid for 5 litres, although not that many, it's still a good price. But the thing is, it's a 2000 to 1 shampoo, and you will struggle to find anyone selling you a 2000 to 1 concentrated shampoo for that sort of price. Now, the reason it's the bargain thing is relevant, at 2000 to 1, when you've got 5 litres of it, you could just use that as described, or you could actually bulk it down with water. So if you take your 5 litres and put another 5 litres of it in there, your shampoo basically becomes 1000 to 1, doesn't it? You halve the kind of concentration. So you get 10 litres of 1000 to 1 shampoo for 21 quid if you buy it at the discounted price. If you then double it again, so you put another 10 litres in of water, you halve the concentration again, right? If my maths is right. So it becomes a 500 to 1 shampoo, but you have 20 litres of it. So 500 to 1 is still quite a concentrated shampoo. And we'll talk about this more in the shampoo video, but the quality of the shampoo is great. You know, it's out there in many different guises, because, you know, Koch Chemie supply to the trade as well. So you might have already used this product and not realised it. Well, you probably already have if you're into detailing. But the main thing is you can have 20 litres of a 500 to 1 shampoo, if you want to mix it down that way, for about 21 quid. And you could even go more than that, down to 40 litres at 250 to 1. You know, so that you know where I'm going with the price of this. It's just phenomenal, and it's a high quality soap. So Koch Chemie 1900 to 1. Keep an eye on our website for the discounted price. That's the first one. Okay, number 2, guys. It's a bit of an odd one. Carpro Pearl, because on the surface of it, this plastic engine rubber and leather restorer looks about the same price as other products of this type, or maybe even a bit more expensive. Sorry, I don't have the actual price to it off the top of my head. The thing with this product is, I really like it. It's a durable dressing. It's a very kind of repellent dressing. It's a dressing that has a good restorative effect on faded plastics, but also works as a good kind of sealant when you know on exterior plastics, and works very well, I think, as a tyre dressing as well. And when you the key thing, and the reason this is in this particular bargain thing, is that it's very concentrated. Now they say you can use it 5 to 1 for kind of leather, you know, interior dashboard and all that sort of stuff. 1 to 3 for kind of exterior plastics. 1 to 1 maybe for tyres, being the kind of exception. But at that kind of bulk down ratio, 1 litre of it kind of gets you 5 litres really of the dressing. And sort of between 1 to 3 and 1 to 5, it's very similar in concentration, at least, to most of the other dressings that you'll go and buy that are already kind of ready mixed down at that price. But I feel its performance is a little bit better as well. You know, the Carpro stuff, I'm a fan of, you know, all of that kind of chemistry from that neck of the woods. I think it's really good, but it also gives me great value. So you can actually have one of the best products on the market, and it offers you good value. So that's the reason that one is in here. So Carpro Pearl, really, really good product that is. So I've talked about this one a few times on the channel. This is a really, really, really good product for the price, and that is Koch Chemie Greenstar. So what the hell is it? It's kind of like an exterior cleaner, sort of water-based degreaser, alkaline cleaner if you like, that's very good. It's got so many different jobs. You can use it as a traffic film remover. 10 to 1 is the ratio I tend to use it for everything, because it still seems quite concentrated at that ratio. You could even go a little bit beyond that, you know, maybe even 15 to 1 or something. But you can put it in a pump spray and use it as like a traffic film remover on your car, and you haven't got to worry about it being too harsh or too corrosive. It's actually got corrosion inhibitors in it, so you can spray it all in your alloys and all those kind of metal components that are in there, and it's not going to promote kind of rusting, so you haven't got to worry about it too much. The main reason it's in here is because you can pick up this bottle for a £5 and then you dilute it down 10 to 1. So this litre bottle gives you 10 litres of very high quality product, and you're never going to beat that price, are you? You're never going to beat that price. And normally when you do try and compete with that, it's the companies that are offering you the 25 gallons of the stuff, you know, 25 litres, sorry, in the big plastic things that might be like 20, 25 quid for some sort of universal degreaser. Well, I don't think the quality of those products is going to be as good as this. You know, this has come from Koch, that have been in the industry for a long time, you know, German-based company with very good kind of chemical engineering expertise or formulation expertise for the car industry. So it's, you know, I've said before, non-caustic, no phosphorus, non-corrosive, corrosion inhibitors, powerful, high foaming if you get a brush on it as well. Fantastic product for virtually no money. It's an absolute bargain. And I look at this and I think, how the hell are Koch making any money on this when they sell it for a £5? Because they've got to get it from Germany to UK, and they've got to sell it to the distributors first, and then the distributors have got to sell it. And if the distributors are selling it for a £5, Koch must be selling it to them for like £2.50 or something. So the companies are making no margins on it, which is great for me, not so good for them. So you should definitely check out a bottle of this stuff, guys. It is really, really good. Everything I feature in this video I will link in the description as well if I can find links for it, because it is all stuff that you should check out that will not cost you a lot of money. So let's move on through the video and get through the rest of the products. So next up, guys, we have the ZFE specials. I mention the ZFE specials every now on the channels. All this stuff I've featured before, but I'm just amalgamating it in this video. These are the ZFE Stores SPTA made, I think, hex shaped foam applicators. I've got the orange coarse one and the red softer one. Really, if you just want one, the orange one is probably the one to go for. It's not, you know, you could still apply waxes with it and stuff like that if you wanted to, but you can actually use this to kind of put dressings on tyres and stuff like that. It's just a little bit stiffer. Now on the ZFE Stores, they sell all sorts of pads, designs and stuff like that, which seem to be inspired by other designs on the market. These look like they're inspired from another kind of design. So you've got the kind of moral argument on whether or not you want to buy them or not, which is fair enough. Now I'll find the link for them, but you get a good price on them by buying more. The last time I talked about these on the channel, I think you could buy 10 of them for about 12 quid or something like that, which made these little pads, you know, around about £1.20 each or something like that, which is really cheap, because normally I don't know what the other alternatives cost, but I'm guessing they're more than the £5. I've noticed the price for them when you buy 10 has gone up to about 20 quid, so they're about 2 quid each. Everything price seems to shift around in this market. I don't know if it's me or if it, you know, because I've talked about them or something. It might well be, you never know. Or it might just be because lots of people are buying them, so they've realised they're maybe a little bit too cheap. But anyway, they're still cheap at 2 quid each, and they're a good quality foam that stand up reasonably well. The only way you'll destroy them is if you use them to apply stuff on tyres and you go banana mode with them, banzai mode. If you rub really hard, and you know, the foam will start breaking down after a while. Apart from that, if you look after them, they're fine, just the same as any foam really. So that's a cool little product, and they are cheap, and the quality of them seems good for the price as well. Next up, we've talked about this one a few times on the channel, Soft 99 Fusso Coat. So, you know, this car wax or sealant, whatever you want to call it, it's about 21 quid, 21.95. And get it from Nippon Shine. Jackie, he was the guy that bought it over, as I said in the review. Reason I like this product is because it's one of few products that costs this amount of money, or any amount of money, that's not a ceramic, that will do. It says it's a 12-month coating. I'm sure after 12 months there will still be some product there, but after about 8 or 9 months it looks like you need to reapply product. But there are not many products on the market, sealants or waxes, that can actually keep going for as long as this keeps going and are this price, and you get quite a big tin of it as well. And I've done a full review of this on the channel, and it's a cool product. The thing I like about it as well, the sign of a good product is that you use it all, and this now is starting to run out, and I'll probably run out of it by the end of the year. The bad thing about it is it honks. It really honks as well. They've not used a subtle, you know, low aromatic solvent, you know, smelling of watermelons or anything like that. They've gone full on with the old kerosene in this, and it really stinks. There are some people that criticise it, say it's prone to ghosting a little bit on black finishes. Can be, but it's really all about the protection with this product. It's not so much about the gloss either. It's quite flat looking, and the King of Gloss and the Kwame, I hear, are much better gloss waxes from Soft 99. So you really buy this for long-lasting protection. And it's the other thing that I like about it is that there was no mass marketing campaign that was trying to feed you a big shovel full of horse shit, you know, that you got to eat. This became popular just because it was cheap. It was quite funky looking, you know, it's kind of got the Japanese thing going on. But everyone that was using it was doing lots of photos of like all the water sheeting off of the car, because it's very repellent, this stuff. And because of that, loads more people kind of go and buy it, and then the people that buy it like it. So it created its own hype, this product. And I like to see that, you know, it's nice. So Fusso Soft 99 Coat, or whatever it's called, is a great little product that if you haven't checked out, you should check out, just because it's kind of cool for the reasons I talked about. Next up in this video, Sonax Brilliant Shine Detailer, also known as BSD. Rubbish spray trigger, a little bit gloopy and a little bit sticky to apply, which is one reason I'm not overly keen on it. But that's the negatives done. The positives are that this product, Bert sent me about 75 spray waxes and spray sealants and detail sprays. All the spray sealants I got on one test panel and prepped it and tested them all. This one lasted longer than any of the other ones, and some of the other ones cost like about 10 times more than this stuff, you know, a fortune. So it's really good value, and it's really durable, and it's really repellent, and it's really popular for those reasons. Excellent, I think, to just spray in all of the runoff areas, you know, on the tailgate of a car, a hatchback, or in the boot runoff areas, or in the door shuts where you get a lot of water coming through during the wash process. It makes it just all run out easier. It makes it easier to kind of then go and dry it after the wash. There's less water sort of sticking around in there. But also, you know, using it on your panels as well, on the exterior of your cars, just the spray sealant. It's great. It's not really a quick detailer in my opinion, but it's a cool product. Now, why is it in this best bargains thing? Well, about a year ago, Euro Car Parts sell this stuff, and Euro Car Parts are always doing these flash sales where they halve the price of everything, which is great. So I remember buying these on one of those flash sales, which they do all the time, for about £5.50 a bottle or something like that. So I picked up 2 or 3 bottles of it, and I've gone through one bottle and I've got 2 left, which was great. So you could get it for £5.50 for 750ml, which is a brilliant bargain. I just checked today to make sure that price was still relevant. Now, they're doing a flash sale right at the moment I shoot this video, and the price of it with that sale is £7.70. And what they've got there is their normal retail price is like £14.95, which didn't sound quite right, because most of the other places that sell this, like In2detailing, sell it for £9.95. You know, it's normally about a tenner or something like that. And they've got Euro Car Parts got a price of like £14.95 or something like that. Then they say that price is discounted down to £11.95, but when you apply the flash sale price, they're halving that kind of £14.95 price down to £7.70 now, which is a bit weird because it was too cheap at £5.50. But I don't know anywhere that sells this for £14.95. So there's a bit of, that sounds, I've got to be careful what I say, but that just sounds a bit weird because I think a lot of times the companies can say that this is the normal RRP as long as they sold it in one store for like a month or something like that. So I don't know what's going on there, but the price has gone up at Euros. But still, for £7.70 in that flash sale, you're not going to beat that price anywhere in the country. So can't be too critical, can you? It's still a good price. So if they're doing a flash sale, buy it at Euro Car Parts. If not, I think Into Detailing at £9.95 is probably the next best price. Very cool product for the money, and if you've not tried it, it's worth trying. I'm not saying it's going to be right for everyone, because I don't, you know, some of the things about it I don't particularly like, but it's just one that you probably need, it's worth trying if you're into your detailing. Okay, let's move on. Next up, guys, simple one, non-chemical product, the Colorlock leather brush. £2.95 from Clean and Shiny. It's a really good leather brush, you know. Colorlock sell this to a lot of other kind of brands and stuff, so you'll see this in other guises. Don't want to be too disrespectful, but those brands have got to make a margin, so they'll typically sell it for £4 or £5 or maybe even more, I don't know. But you can get this brush for £2.95 from Clean and Shiny. You won't find another leather brush that's, you know, with the exception of perhaps something on Alibaba or like eBay or something. Even then they're going to struggle to beat that price. And it's good, you know. I trust Colorlock with all the stuff. I trust them with their chemical formulations, and I trust them that this is a good brush for cleaning leather with, and it's what I use to clean leather with. It also happens to be about the perfect size. The other one I've got is too big, it's like a shoe. It can't get into all the little areas, so this is the perfect size as well. It's a good product, it's a bargain. If you haven't got it and you haven't got a leather brush, go and get this one, because it's good and it's cheap. So 3 more to go, guys. Next up, the bargain basement. I think these are still about £1.50, something like that. The Amazon wash mitts, that's what I call them. They're synthetic wool, but they are lovely and soft when you get them out of the packet. They're not too deep and shaggy, so you can always wash them out and get a lot of the dirt out of this kind of surface. You know, whether you're doing a 2-bucket one, whether you're doing a cycling method where you've got 10 of them in a clean bucket and you use it once and then discard it, you know, put it aside and use a fresh one, which some people do. Whether or not you just have them to use to clean your alloy wheels with, or just the lower areas of the car so you don't soil your main wash mitt. There's 1,000,001 uses for these, but the cool thing about them, guys, and so that's obviously a brand spanking new one. Here's one that is, what, 2 or 3 years old. It's been used loads of times to clean alloys, and there's not a stitch on it that's starting to unravel. None of the fibres are coming out. These things are absolutely bulletproof, and they're really cheap. And that's it. That's all I want to say about them. So when sometimes you get what you pay for, don't you, in life? But every now and then there's a little bargain. That's the point to this video, is that these bargains are also good quality as well and useful. So it doesn't have to always be expensive. So if you've not tried these, try them. I suggest you go and get 10 of them, and you will use them. You will use them. You don't have to, but I mean like, you'll find that they are good. So that's it. I don't need to keep prattling on. So that is the Amazon little synthetic wool, durable as hell and quite nice wash mitts. Next up, guys, something I've talked about, I haven't featured. I should have done a feature video on these, because it's a product that, when it's the right price and it's good, I get a little bit excited about it. But these are the In2 Detailing Yellow 350 Korean Edgeless Ultra Plush. You know, if I said 350 GSM circular knit buffing cloths. So I wish Imran or In2 Detailing would come up with a name for these. You know, like the, you know, like he had his other cloths like the Raptor and the Drinker for the drying cloth, which makes it a bit easier to identify them in the kind of wider marketplace. I think that would still be a good idea. Now, the reason I rave about these particular cloths is because the quality is good. They're Korean made. They're very soft. You know, very soft, kind of fluffy microfiber. Slightly, Imran's #1 selling towel, I think, is still his 470 GSM one, which is a slightly more kind of dense, little bit of a higher nap on it. And I think those are about £3.50 or something. Forgive me on the prices for everything on this channel. I should have written stuff down, but it's so much information. The reason I rave about these is because I don't find there's that much difference with the extra kind of material in the cloth, although some people would disagree with me in that, and I respect that, and I understand why. That sometimes, you know, there might be a requirement for a really, or a preference for a really kind of dense cloth, but these kind of do it for me. But the reason they do it for me is because I can get them for £1.95 each, and that price is just phenomenal. And it's Korean microfiber that is the key thing. The process they go through to make these cloths in Korea, especially the guys from the rag company, Jeff and Levi, were telling me about the way they make the yarn, the chemical kind of splitting process. It's that kind of expertise that they have in Korea to produce the higher quality yarn that kind of counts, and it's the reason a lot of the Chinese companies would try and buy the yarn from Korea, because if they do the splitting themselves in China, they don't get it as right. The microfiber might look the same, feel the same, you know, so you could get a great cloth from China. And Imran used to sell a cloth called the Raptor that I've still got, that was a Chinese made cloth that comes from a good supplier, that was, I think, about £2.50 a cloth. And when the cloth is brand new, very hard to tell the difference in quality, because the cut was good, it was nice and soft, it was excellent. But the difference would be wash after wash after wash after wash using a towel. The Chinese one, say after 30 or 40 washes, was in a different place to the Korean ones, which were still, if you look after them, wash them properly and don't abuse the towels, the Korean ones hold up so much better. So that's why I tend to prefer to buy Korean microfiber, although not exclusively. We'll talk about that in a second. So the quality of this passes the test for me, and that's why I've just gone and bought another 10 of them, guys. So if you've not tried these particular cloths, and you want a bargain, give them a whirl and treat them nicely. When you use them, I just use them to remove polish now. I don't even use them for waxes. I just use them on that final, or even compounding wipe downs, where, you know, you finish your polishing set and then you can fold this 4 ways, grip the open edge if you want to, lay it down on the panel, and then just work it very gently. You don't need to pressure these into the panel or kind of buff really hard. And by doing that, you will ensure that you're not kind of going to put any fine marks in from actually buffing off the product. Yes, you can use other cloths, you know, and sometimes when you're polishing a car, you're just going to wipe it over with a terry cloth and stuff like that and not see it. But that's just not how I like to do it. I like to use these cloths because I know I trust them, basically. So it's that format as well in particular. That format is not always suitable for everything, and people complain about open pile cloths when they're using with detail sprays and then when they're going through after a wash and buffing them. And I'll do a video on that particular subject and cover perhaps what you need to know about circular weave towels or open pile towels, in my opinion. So for the time being, that's the In2detailing Korean 350, £1.95 when you buy 10. Fantastic product, fantastic price. Last one now, guys. Finally, guys, another microfiber thing, the Paragone 70/30 premium microfiber. Must be the premium one. I'll link it in. You get it from Paragone direct, but just make sure you're getting the right cloth. You can specify your size that you want. I get the 40/40. You can specify from a big range of colours. They also have other cloths as well, but it's this 70/30 one that I buy. Now, the reason I buy it is when you buy, say, more than 20 or something like that, the more you buy, the more the price comes down. So you're effectively getting wholesale kind of prices, which is nice. I pay about somewhere between 61 to 64p a cloth when I buy these up. You've got to add VAT on top of that, and you've got to add delivery, but still, that price is phenomenal. I use them, so if I need to buff off a ceramic coating, I can use these and dispose of them or relegate them. Whatever your preference is, I use them. You can use them to remove polish. They are soft enough, nice towels that you can also maintain well, but I prefer to use those. They're a lot more absorbent, the circular knits, and I don't have to buff quite as hard, and there's less pressure on the panel with that particular format. So that's why I use those for polish. But this is a kind of, you could do anything with these particular cloths. I ask everyone about all the products that I kind of talk about and recommend. These are a very soft cloth, so for certain things, you know, like scrubbing over really dirty things in dashboards, they might be a little bit too soft, although it's splitting the atom to say that. But someone said that to me, and I kind of understand what they're talking about. So they are a very soft blend of microfiber, which is one of the reasons that I actually like them. But certain circumstances, you might want not quite a soft microfiber. They are paintwork safe as well, guys, if you maintain that cloth like you would one of your kind of polish removal, sacred ones as I kind of call them. But I generally don't care about these because of the price, so I will also use them, you know, for kind of dirty jobs and stuff like that. And these I now don't buy the Costco ones because these are a much higher quality cloth in my opinion. I don't like the split pile, dual pile format so much. I find that I don't like that snaggy kind of side of the Costco that's you know, a bit plusher. That side can be prone to linting as well. But we'll do more videos on all this stuff, guys. I've got to keep this one kind of short and sweet. These are just a bargain and really good cloth. So check them out on the Paragone website. But make sure you get the right ones is important. That's it for this one, guys. Thank you very much for watching. As always, just the final feedback thing that makes the video very useful is if you can put in the comments what your kind of top bargain products are and why, if you think they're really good quality for a really low price, or if you just think you're not worried about the quality with this, it's an absolute bargain, so you go ahead and use them. Let me know what it is, because you know, I might follow suit as well, because like I said in the introduction, we all love a bargain. So these are my kind of 10 favourite bargains, and I hope this video was really useful for you. So I'll see you soon on the Forensics Detailing channel, and bye for now.
Holding on to what I knew, but the moment's gone. Where was I when you